Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Canada Culture Meets World Culture. We're here live at riotradio.ca with me, your host, DJ Lady Super. And we have a special guest coming in the building today. We're going to discuss a lot of topics. I just want to make sure you guys are having a great week. And we're just in December wrapping up, getting set for the holidays and those things, wrapping up for exams, all kinds of stuff. But let's not wait too long to introduce my special guest in the building, man. Director Huss is in the building.
What's popping?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on to the show.
No problem, my pleasure.
I don't know, appreciate it. So let's get into this whole thing of Huss. How did you become a director? I want people to know because I've seen a lot of your work out there and you're buzzing right now.
Thank you.
You're climbing right now.
Thank you.
You're doing big things right now in the city and putting on for Toronto right now. So how did we get started with you being a director?
Well, I actually didn't start as a director. I started doing like a lot of business mogul type things, and I started off with a clothing line.
Oh,
back in high school.
Yeah.
It's called Colors Clothing, craving outrageous lovers of unique raw styles.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
And basically, I had it popping with my homie Daz De Niro. If people know him, Toronto.
Shout out
Daz
to
De Niro.
him.
Shout out to Daz. We did a clothing line, and we had it booming. Like we had 3 high schools rocking with it, and
So it's like an urban wear kind of thing that you had out there.
modern urban wear.
Modern, nice.
Yeah, so I had teachers wearing it, students.
Sin.
It was crazy.
So it was big.
It was big.
So they took off from that, you doing your whole clothing line and things like that, and it was just climbing for you.
Yeah, I started putting video productions and my business together.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me do some promo for myself. Like if like no one's gonna do it for me, let me do it myself. So I bought a camera.
Yeah.
And I did promos for like top rappers like Casper, Robin Banks.
Sweet.
And like, yeah, so I did that.
Shout out to those Toronto rappers.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
So I did that, and the views on the promos and interviews were booming. So I'm like, let me start.
So this was something you just tried out. You like, yeah, I want to do the whole directing thing or whatever. So you started out with some big names though, man. A lot of people don't know these guys, right? That are doing it big for Toronto that you started off with. So you started off going that way, and I guess you loved it. You loved the outcome of it and everything else.
So basically, I'm like, if I'm doing this for free or using my own money out of my own pocket to promote these artists, taking the risk to do that, why not make money out of it? So
Sure.
I'm like, okay, so let me do this video production thing. And then one of my homies, Mike Lawamba, shout out to him.
Shout out.
He's a Glass Awards R&B singer, gospel singer. He's out there.
Nice.
He's like, come join video productions with me. I'm like, okay, this is another risk, this is another, tuition money, all that.
Yeah, for
sure. So
sure.
I'm like, okay, let me do that. And then, I started being a director after my 2 semesters of learning the fundamentals, the 101s,
And getting on that.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad that you said all this or whatever, taking it from the step that you took it from, because that's what this segment's all about. And this show's called On the Rise, man.
Okay.
Because Huss was on the rise doing this thing back then.
For
and you're
sure.
still climbing,
Yeah.
right? So you like being a director and things like, so how do you find it in the industry of like, how do you fit in and things like that? Because there's a lot of competition, no?
How do I fit? There's a lot of competition. Like, I don't know how I fit in. I don't fit in, to be honest.
Yeah?
I guess I'm very unique in my certain way.
What makes you the next best director coming up, man?
What makes me the best?
Yeah, that's
To be modest, I don't highly speak of myself. I let people do that for me.
straight.
But
That's good, man.
But I guess I like to narrate videos. So basically, I like to put a story, whether the client knows it or not.
Yeah.
I like to put a story from beginning, middle to end.
Yes.
And I do that a lot. Most videos I get like freestyled, so I put stories into it.
Right.
I get like a visual spark when I shoot videos.
You just see it. You
Yeah,
just
I
see the
just see
vision
it.
coming together and stuff like that.
When I'm shooting and I'm collaborating with my homies like A Dizzy or my guy Animish.
Nice.
We bump heads and we put in ideas.
Yeah.
And so when I'm shooting something, I'll think of something else. And so like it's crazy, like ideas pop up instantly.
So you're at the creative aspects, man. That's what I love too, that creative flow of whatever. But at the same time, in terms of like you just putting together something like on the fly and things like that, is it more like telling a movie or is it actual video? Because I know what's hot right now is a lot of trailer videos coming out right now.
Yeah, trailer videos.
Yeah.
It's more, I think, it's more a movie thing in these music videos.
For sure.
Like instead of like little stories like where you can like little stories like say like web series YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Like I get inspired from like movies.
Yeah, yo.
Writing the stories from there, and yeah.
And that's how we go with it. So another thing and stuff like that, like in terms of like what kind of videos do you like to direct then in terms?
Okay, so me personally, I don't just focus on music videos.
Yeah.
I like to shoot any visual project. So
nice.
Music videos, real estate, business-wise stuff like interviews, promotions,
get some stuff on your portfolio and building
weddings, anything,
anything, right? So what types of equipment do you use? Because I know a lot of people are using the drones nowadays, right?
Drones?
Yeah.
I mess with the drones, but they're actually hard to use, you know.
Are they?
Yeah, I crashed on my first shoot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They make it look so easy when you guys know,
easy.
To fly and keep it up there and do all the angles.
Take it off the safety mode.
Yeah.
It's flying on its own. It's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, I've never had a chance to mess with it or whatever, but like in terms of like the video quality as opposed to shooting in, like, I know you guys are doing this 4K, 5K. What's the difference when artists
4K,
come to you?
Okay, so there's 420, 720, 1080, 4K, 6K, 8K. It goes up and up and up, right?
Right.
So I guess for the industry level I'm in right now, 1080p 4K is popping right now. It's basically 4K is more pixels, so you're brought into like a bigger visual aspect to edit down your video.
Okay.
Color grading, editing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So 4K, like, it's just more quality. It's like better quality.
Yeah.
And like that's what I provide for my clients right now. 4K, 6K is too much. I don't have like computer for that. That's like cinema. That's like
because you need a lot of external hard drives for all this stuff. People don't realize as a director how much external hard drives do you think you went through so far?
Right now I have 4, and I still need to get more.
Are you serious?
Like 5 terabytes each. Like, it's crazy.
So it's a lot. We see, but it's a lot of work, and you've only just started, right?
I just started.
It's been like what? How long have you been shooting now?
A year and like 5 months.
See what I'm saying? And you already been putting in that much work for Toronto, man?
Have to.
Shoot. So where you normally located? You do a lot of videos in the city of Toronto, or do you move around? Like.
So I'm from Ajax. I'm from Durham region.
Big up in the 905.
So I put up for the people in the 5, you know.
For sure.
So basically, I shot a lot of videos in the 5, but a lot of Toronto clients have hit me up.
Yeah.
And I've been shooting in Toronto like crazy, like shoots every weekend in Toronto. So.
Oh, that's sweet, man. I mean, and I'm guessing that's your passion right now.
100%, that's my passion.
Yeah, you know, you go to bed and that's what you think of when you're just, I bet you're visualizing a lot of the work in your head still, right?
All the time.
Yeah?
It messes me up sometimes.
But how long does it take you to work on a project in terms of like from start to finish, from editing, from filming to editing?
Well, in that aspect, I had to break down the other competitors, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I was hearing it would take like a director like a month or 2.
What?
Right? So I'm like, let me put all the other work aside and let me focus on people's visual projects.
Yeah.
It'll take me about a week to put down like a whole sequence, a story of the music video.
Yeah.
And then a couple days after that, like touch-ups, effects,
yeah,
titling, all that stuff. So like it takes about 2 weeks, but if they want a super proper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
project,
for sure.
it'll take like less than a month.
Less than a month,
Less than a month for sure.
That's on top of your game right there. Yeah. So you're already beating out your competitors as you speak, man. Because that's one of the things, like I see a lot of artists, like they have their music out and they're always waiting for their video, and then sometimes it's like their director is held up doing certain things. Yeah. They can't get their visuals out to tell the story or whatever. Yeah. Or even better, it's like they'll have their music cool, but then the video doesn't go to their song lyrics, man. Yeah. It's like completely, totally different something, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like, for instance, be like talking about being in a club with the music vibe or whatever, and then you get the video and they're in their bed, like
in the bed or in the
yeah,
hood,
like it doesn't make sense, right? Like how do you try to tie that in? Do you really just try to bring out everything in the song in terms of visuals?
Like before being a director though, I was a viewer myself, obviously.
Of course.
So whatever you just said, I seen all that. So I seen all the flaws in people's directing and shooting.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to listening to people's lyrics,
yeah,
I break down their lyrics and basically find out the shots with the environment I have.
Yeah.
And if it's not the environment I have, we have to relocate. Like I can't shoot in the hood. Yeah. And you're talking about club bottles popping, like, you know.
Makes sense, right?
But it will make sense at the same time if you start from the hood and then go to the club. Like, you know, there's always a story.
Yeah, tie it in kind of thing, right?
Yeah, tie it in.
So you find that in Toronto, there's a lot of the same videos being shot in Toronto in terms of style, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we're so limited from, like, we're not as big as the States where they have so much directors and big names out there or whatever. Yeah. Do you feel like we're kind of limited in terms of like what you can do in certain shots, but if you had more range of like what the city has to offer in terms of like styling, background wise, how do you find your locations?
We're very limited, to be honest.
Yeah. Because it just sometimes like you guys find the same spot, may look like the same video, like everybody's behind the CN Tower, like what?
I can't front though. If you compare my shots to another director's shots, and it's at the same location, it will not look the same. Like, it'll look totally different. You know what I'm saying?
You separate yourself.
Yeah, we're very limited. Like most shoots are really up to the artist.
Yeah.
We have like me as a director, I have some type of input.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're limited. Like it's a lot of group shots, house shots. Like
yeah, we don't have the trap houses like that. Like
not,
you know how
really, yeah, no, the trap house is not authentic.
No, we don't have. We have to kind of create it sometimes, right? And I know a lot of some directors use the green screen a lot, man.
Green screen.
How do you like using the green screen?
To be honest, I haven't used the green screen yet.
Sweet, that's good.
I should start using, like, I have to open up my my visual projects to green screen and other type of things, but I haven't used it yet.
A lot of people like the green screen. A lot of people don't, though. That's what I find is kind of iffy. It's like a hit or miss.
I feel like I want the scene to be authentic and more organic, unless I'm looking for a creative effect type thing.
Yeah,
for real. Green screen.
Like actually be there. But if you want to look for something like, for instance, shooting in Miami, you have like a backdrop of Miami. You want to be Miami.
I don't want to be in green screen.
This guy said you'd rather be in. Yeah, for sure, man. But that's what it is. Getting in touch with people over there and flying out and doing their thing, right? Yeah. And what about like in terms of documentary? Have you ever shot in documentaries and things?
Documentaries.
Yeah.
So actually, like that's what I started off doing.
Yeah.
Like when I was shooting these up and coming rappers,
right,
and giving them promo.
Yeah.
It was not really promo. It was more of a small documentary.
Yeah,
like
short film kind of thing.
Short film, day-to-day basis, what they're doing.
Yeah.
From what they're doing in the hood to the booth.
Yeah.
To what they do outside of music. Yeah. Like just learning the whole backstory, you know?
Yeah, just telling a story from the back end, how they actually get started as an artist, right?
So that's how it basically started. Like it's like I just put it into the genre of interviews and promo, but it's really documentaries, like
mini clips or whatever. You got that? I spoke about this a couple shows ago about the Toronto 6 Rising and them shooting that or whatever, and Noisy coming down. What do you think about that in terms of the video and shooting of Toronto? Like, I know for me, I felt like they could have been more touched on, and it's no disrespect to anybody in their work. I love the fact that the video quality, but what do you think of Toronto? We think of like more added in Toronto. Everybody just goes to the same thing and just kind of
with 6 Rising itself, like I thought it was booming, like to be honest. I was just cooling, and when I seen that, like it's big though because it's opening the doors for other Toronto artists. Like they're seeing these Toronto artists that were nothing and now they're something. So like for the people that are unsigned and now trying to be an artist and they see that, it gives them motivation, right? But like as in for the video, the documentary itself, they could have put a lot more stuff, but I feel like this is just a start, you know?
Start for it, right?
Volume 1 or something. Like, there has to be volume 2.
Yeah. And the next thing before we get into our music break, this is the next thing I want to touch on. I love the fact that, like, again, we're all putting Torontonians on the map, or everybody in Canada, this, that, and third. But it's like, why do we all got to use somebody from the outside? We have so much up-and-coming talent right here. Like, for instance, getting, like, for you, for instance, doing a video. You know, we got Mars Films as well. We got a lot of you guys out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Mars. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of you guys out there. Like, if you were to do something, how would you have done it differently for your, like, directed by Huss?
How would I do it differently? How would I do it differently? Like, basically, what, in, like, shooting-wise? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and touching on, like, to showcase what Toronto is actually about in terms of video shots of different footages around the area.
Basically, I feel like we need to start coming together more and like uniting as a team and like starting putting like these specific artists on more platforms. Yeah. Because YouTube is big, but like other people need to create their like small businesses and create platforms for these artists and stuff. And like they need to invest into these artists because like Toronto right now we're popping, so we need investments. We need more people looking at us. So
the next thing, and we're so big because we got the Boroughs, we got the 5 Boroughs, we got Saga, we got Brampton, we got 416. Just you know what I mean? We got Jane West all over the place. We got 905. Shout out to us as well. You know what I'm saying? We got all of this stuff to cover on, and a lot of artists coming out of Toronto right now. Who's your favorite artist popping right now? That you've done videos, you've done so many videos. Just throw it out there before we go into break.
Artist popping? Oh man. Yo, right now for the realist in the 6 right now, yo, shout out to Casper right now. Yo,
there you go, Casper. Doing his thing right now.
The neighborhood ghost, man.
Well, there you go. Shout outs to Casper. Let's get into a little radio break segment right now. I'm gonna get into Chris Brown Pills right here at RiotRadio.ca. Shout out to my viewers and my listeners. Make sure you tune in each and every Thursday at 4 p.m. Welcome back at RiotRadio.ca with your host, DJ Lady Super. And today's called On the Rise with my special guest in the building, Director Huss.
We in the building, man.
How you been? So we were just discussing about who's Director Huss. We got a little touch of that, the man on the rise right now. The hottest man right now, rising director. And the youngest, of course, and only been doing it for what, a year, less than a year, or just a little bit over?
A year and 5 months.
I love that. So here's some questions I want to ask you right now. What directors would you like to work with? I see you've done a lot of work, and it's just you right now.
It's just me and my homies.
And your homies, okay, it's your team.
A Dizzy and Animish, you know?
And Animish.
Double A.
There you go. Shout outs to them. So you're building your brand, you're doing all these things. So if you would like to collaborate, what director, and you know, whether it be Toronto or anywhere that you could get to work with?
The top Toronto director I want to work with, he's actually doing Project X right now. If I got that right, Project X, but Director X. He's like top Toronto's director right now.
For sure,
he
man.
Did like Busta Rhymes videos.
Yeah,
like,
he was one of the first. People don't realize, man.
Facts.
Little X. Shout out Little X to Director X.
Yeah.
One of the first ones putting out bare music videos back in the day, and still doing his thing. You know.
Still doing his thing.
Yeah. So you'd like to work with him?
Yeah,
Have you got to meet him or anything?
I haven't. I wanna apply for his schooling thing. Like he's doing that, like for cinematographers, videographers, he's doing that right now. So I need to get on that.
And a lot of directors are moving over to the cinematographers. What's the difference?
Cinematography, basically you're portraying like a story with cinematic shots. It's hard to explain, but like it's a lot of like, if you know video terms, it's called B-roll.
I know.
And you're, instead of just straight shots, you're putting other clips into it that create that cinematic feel. Right. But yeah, there's more to it. There's like frame rate, all that stuff.
Yeah, so it's a lot more work in terms of editing when it comes to that versus just shooting a regular video.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because a regular video, you're just clipping like 1-2 scenes together, back and forth.
Yeah.
But with cinematic stuff, with the B-roll, you have a lot of footage to work with. So
so
transitions, everything.
Yo, sexy. So you'd rather work with a lot more footage, right? Versus just like the limited.
For sure.
What kind of program do you use right now in terms of editing?
I use Adobe Premiere Pro.
Sweet.
And there's another one too, but I like Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro? That's nice. That's industry based. So do you ever find yourself staying up late at night just working on a lot of projects?
All the time.
Yeah?
All the time. From like 4 a.m.
Do you rather work in a day or in a night when it comes to editing?
Nighttime still.
Nighttime, right?
When I'm on my dolo, I like to work by myself and like just grind out the video.
Just get it all done kind of thing. Dual screen, no, right? But so what directors are you inspired by? I know you do like to work with Director X, but what directors that inspired you in the scene?
Movie wise, Tarantino, director Tarantino.
Sick.
His like lighting and everything, color grading, I look out for that.
Yeah. He has a weird, his style was always different, you know, in the movies and stuff. Like with the Kill Bill when he came up with that, it was totally different. And he does that animation in his stuff, right? Yeah.
So yeah, there's Tarantino.
Yeah.
There's what's his name? Gore Verbinski. Oh, bro, tell me about that. Gore, what's his name? Gore Verbinski. Yeah. So basically, he has a movie called Cure for Wellness. Yeah. And like transition wise, cinematic wise, like mind blowing.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. So next thing, in terms of the video, I love that word. In terms, that's all I use. Anyways, when do you guys use that special effects? Like, listen, man, in terms that lighting going around the guy, whatever. I heard that's a lot of work put into that because it has to go by like frame by frame, right?
Yeah. So you can either start from scratch and like go in a studio or a booth and create the lighting effects. Yeah. So like flares, all that type of stuff. Right. But they're on the net right now. There's a lot of free presets. Yeah. So I do my own stuff and I use the presets. Yeah. So it's hard to a certain extent. Yeah. But like you have to put the transitions in a like specific spot. Like you can't just put it anywhere.
Yeah, you miss it, right? And because I'm, you know what? I've watched how some of the videos come together, and it's amazing to see a video from start to finish, right? Yeah. But when that special effects came in, I was just like, yo, wow, you could animate this guy or.
Trust me.
Yeah, like do you like stuff like that versus just the basic stuff that kind of get you more creative, right?
I like visually making the viewer like I don't like to do a lot of effects, to be honest. No, I like just creating the story and let the story tell it kind of thing, right? Let the story tell itself. Yeah, I feel you. But I'll put the effects there. Like I've tried it 1-2 times. Yeah. You know? Just to mess around kind of thing. Yeah.
So what's kind of next for you in terms of 2018 is coming up? You've been doing a lot for 2017. A lot of people don't know, man. You don't sleep on Huss right now.
They're sleeping.
Right? You've been doing a lot. So there's so much more in stores that you're willing to do. But what else is going to happen for 2018, man?
Basically, I'm going to stay my own route, my own path with my guys. Yeah. And just consistently hard work. Yeah. Accept projects that need to be accepted. Right. Because there's a lot that, you know, I'm getting a lot
everybody calls on you, you know. Yeah, yo, you're like the 1-2 guy, the go-to guy that everybody's calling on. But would you like to travel?
Of course.
So if you wanted to film somewhere in the world, like you got an opportunity to make the biggest, I don't know, say music video or whatever film video you want. A location. Where would you like to?
Dubai.
Dubai.
I actually had the opportunity.
Dubai, that's my guy. Yo, cut me off. Yo, girl. So what happened?
I had the opportunity or whatever, but like I said, I'm consistent with my clients and whatnot, and people like prepaid, so I can't ditch their shoots, you know.
Yo, contracts is one of the biggest things when you're locked in, right?
Yeah, trust me. So I had like 5 shoots in that week, so I couldn't fly to Dubai.
It's coming though. Don't worry, you're banking up, man. You get that bag. Yeah, you're serious on the grind, so it's coming, right?
Bag.
So anything else like you wanna? Okay, so you wanna go to Dubai? I think. What about Japan?
Japan? Yo, the whole Asian scene over there.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even with my Asian side. Like I'm going to the Philippines just now. I'm doing a video over there.
Sweet.
So I'm trying to get back to my roots. Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
I say Japan because everybody like, yo, that's like gadget city.
Gadget, eh? Like, fashion wise, everything too.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, so there's there, and England obviously, maybe.
England, yeah.
If you touch that, and then States. If you had a place in the States and an artist in the States you would love to film a video for, who would it be?
Yo, you know what? Right now he's popping.
Yeah.
Yo, Fat Boy SSC. Like,
yo, Fat Boy, eh?
His energy, his positivity.
His
like
vibes.
I want to work with him.
Yeah,
so.
He was down here. Shout outs to him. Yeah, he was down here doing his thing, and just because he's doing it like more by video clippage of how he's promoting himself, right? And then he gets into his videos and things like that. But yeah, Fat Boy, right?
Fat Boy.
Yeah, just because of that. So anybody else?
In the States?
Yeah.
Shoot, there's a lot, to be honest. Like I wouldn't mind working with like the Chicago rappers like Lil Durk, Lil Baby.
Yeah. Get away, kind of stay away, kind of from some of the hype videos or whatever.
Yeah. I like the underground, you know. Underground trap music type stuff.
Oh, there you go. All right. And any artists in Toronto that you haven't worked with that maybe you want to look forward to working with in 2018?
Everybody that's not on my YouTube, I'm working with you.
There you go.
Let me know.
You're coming, right?
I'm coming.
Letting them know. So shout out to A Boogie, was here last week and he's celebrating his birthday, another Sagittarius. You know, I like the fact that all these young artists, whether you guys are music artist or you're a director, you know, you guys are coming. You guys are hungry, man.
Facts, hungry.
This generation's hungry, no?
Super hungry.
Yeah, so
we don't want no 9 to 5 now. We're hungry. We want to do this business thing right now.
No seconds in command. Shout out to Baka for that line because everybody's waking up and following their passion, you know.
Yeah.
So you're doing the music, you did the clothing line, all this stuff. So how about branding and putting it all together? Where can we find you? Your social media and things like that.
Everything is at Shop by Huss or JBM Productions, but for Instagram it's Booking JBM Productions.
Booking JBM?
Yeah.
All right. So that's your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Shot by Huss Instagram too. Give them all everything, man. So you want them to hit you up.
So Instagram, Twitter is Shot by Huss.
Yeah.
Facebook is JBM Productions.
Yes.
Twitter is JBM Productions.
Right.
It's JBM Productions.
So what's JBM Productions? Yo, I know Huss, but what's JBM? Yeah, let them know what that stands for.
Okay, so basically, for people that care, it's basically my name. So like people know me as Shot by Huss. Yeah. People know me as Huss or whatever. Yeah. But people don't know my real name. A lot of people don't know my real name.
No, they don't. Yeah.
So JBM is my first name, last name, Media Productions.
Sweet.
So if you want to do your research, find out where JB is.
So what? You got a bio on yourself or anything?
I actually do have a portfolio. It's where is it at? Someone wrote it about me. Yeah. But I forget. It was a long time. It was like a year and a half ago.
I like it. Yeah, I like this guy. He doesn't like to talk in third party. He doesn't really want to brag about himself. Yeah.
That's not one of those.
Yeah, you just look at the image. You just let that do the talking. I like that. So any websites coming soon so where we can connect one thing on one platform for you?
JBMProductions.com.
Actually,
wait. Let me rephrase that. JBMProductions.ca because I'm doing this for Canada.
You're doing it for Canada. Shout outs. Yeah, that's what I mean. Canada culture meets world culture. I love the whole branding and stuff. What songs right now are you feeling on the charts?
Songs?
Yeah.
Like worldwide or Toronto?
Anywhere. Let's start with our own right now.
Okay, Toronto.
You said Casper.
Casper, yeah, he's booming. Like he has a lot of buzz going on. But K Money, Come Outside.
Nice.
What's his name? He has that Margella song. What's his name, bro? Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, no worries, man.
His name, but it's booming. Smokey? Yeah, he's booming. I like the melodic stuff.
That's what it is, right? Yeah. All that stuff, and then the ones in the States. Because what I realize in the States music, how it's so much different than ours or whatever. I mean, they have their club music, and they've lived that life. Yeah. Do you believe like a lot of Toronto when you're filming videos, it's like, man, you know you didn't live this life, but I'll put this video together anyways.
I don't like to expose people's stuff, but it's not authentic still. These guys are not talking what they say.
You'd be like, you're like, wait, I heard all this trap music and whatever, and then you're like, we're in the kitchen and in your grandma's house, and it's like, you're not living that life, right? Yeah. So I like artists that, like you said, are true to themselves. You're living that life, and you know, how do you feel putting out videos like that, anyways, man?
Yo, to be honest, I'm a service. I'm a business.
Of course,
so
man.
I'm not gonna watch the way you
let them know,
the way you handle yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shoot the fugaziness, you know, and let people, you know, see it.
You want the real life documentary.
But I like the real life stuff.
Yeah, right. And I only say that because I see a lot of like videos are from Toronto, and you know what? A lot of Torontonians are putting out their material. I love it. I give you credit to that. The only difference is there's no real Bloods and Crips in.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake it till you make it type people, you know?
Yeah, I'm only laughing because it's like, yo, you'll see a video that goes so hard, and it's like, no.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know? So, I mean, just pushing that up or whatever. But, again, and just like, how do you find people to be on the videos, like for extras and things like that? Is this something that you like to select yourself, maybe, in terms of the girls you may implement in the video, or do you put out like Director Huss shooting right now, get at me kind of thing, audition?
I sometimes promo like music videos and stuff, but I allow the artists to do it themselves for like most of the times.
Well, of course.
So I let them bring out the females and the extras and the props.
Yeah.
But for music videos that really inspire me and I see someone's like putting that effort in, then I'll put that effort in and find props and more people, and you know.
Yeah, that's good. That's cool. And yes, I do follow you. Yes, and I saw that you had a post. It's like, yo, I'm not about to keep on putting together all the visuals and all these things. So what is that? It's like you find like you're completing the vision. Like they may not know what they want, right?
A lot of artists, they don't have a vision. Like they have the music, they don't have a vision for the music video. Yeah. And like they leave it up for the director to do the whole vision like from beginning to end, and it's crazy. Like I guess it's our job, but like you have to have
some type of direction to direct you guys, right? I feel like some artists should get behind their music and like in terms of the background and actually produce some of it with you guys. Like you see a lot of artists now, like Chris Brown and those guys or whatever, now taking it to where they're actually being directors themselves, getting behind and saying, this is what I want, this angle, this take or whatever, right? So would you feel like sometimes an artist might ask you, well, having this particular angle, and you're like, nah, that doesn't really work?
For me, more footage is better. Yeah. But I'll have my vision on the angles and all that stuff. Right. But if the client has a vision for an angle and it's not proper or won't fit into the sequence, then I won't allow it, and I'll explain it to them. I just won't cut them off, you know? Yeah. But I'll explain it to them and tell them why it won't work. Yeah, because it's hard for them, but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they make the music, but they don't actually foresee what it's going to turn into as a visual, right? Yeah. And that can, tell me why a visual could hurt, make and break you. The pros and cons of like having a good video as opposed to just putting out a video just to go along with your song. So like, let's say you have a poppin' song. Yeah. And your visuals is trash. Yeah. Like, so people won't take you serious, basically. There you go. That is just to be blunt. People won't take it seriously, so they won't take you seriously, and they won't like appreciate this hard work talk you're saying, and you know. Yeah. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't tie in, kind of thing, right? You're right. And I mean, and sometimes it may take you longer when it's something like that. When they don't know a vision, something may take you a week to film, may take you now 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Of putting that work in, and then when you may edit, and they're like, no, I want this, I want that. Have you ever run into that where they're like, take this out, put this in? A lot. Yeah. Like it's crazy because with that type of conversations, as a director and editor, you can actually charge like extra to do all those changes, right? Yeah, for sure. But like these guys are on a budget, so they'd be like, oh no, I don't want that. No, and that's exactly like crazy. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, the artist and the budget and what it costs to actually film a video. So we're gonna get into another music segment right now, and we're gonna come back and talk about that right here with my special guest, director Huss, in the building on the Rise on RiotRadio.ca. Let's get into Xavier Hines on top, featuring Nano, and then A Boogie, say A. Yeah, it's your girl DJ Lady Super. Welcome back at Canada Culture Meets World Culture on the Rise here with my special guest, Director Huss in the building. What's good? How you been? We covered a lot of stuff today, man. I love the fact that you came by and just shed some light on, again, a young director on the rise in. But I want to get into on the budget. I see a lot of artists want so much with so little, man. So what are you saying? What's a good budget to do a really good video for some of these artists out here? A good budget? Yeah. Minimum probably like, I'd say 1,000 still. To do what they want, right? To do what they want, because like a lot of these artists have a big vision, which you can't blame them. Yeah. But there's so much we can do with like a couple hundred, you know?
More, right? So much more scenes you could add in, because what I find is like I watch some of these videos and it's like, yo, they're in a condo, then they went downstairs and then they went into the car. Yeah. Like that's it for the whole thing, like the scene wise, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, to be honest.
I guess that's what the budget covers, is like 3 scenes and like different cuts maybe.
From house to car to another house.
Do you find that frustrating though?
I guess it's frustrating, kind of, but like I'm just dealing with what I have right now.
Right. But you see a bigger vision. Yeah, like you see, but you want your work to be on a bigger scale too, right?
For sure.
Because you've done a lot of stuff for even like people in real estate. You shot a lot of stuff like that too, right?
I've shot real estate videos. Shout out Ron Sally, he put me on the game.
Nice.
I've shot like visual tours for real estate. I've shot like photo shoots for like cribs and stuff. So, nice.
So you're getting up there, you're expanding, so you're doing a lot of, what about commercials? Any
commercials?
Yeah, you want to get into some commercials maybe?
I want to get into big commercials, but I've been doing like promotion ads, which is almost like small commercials.
Yeah, right.
Like small internet commercials, but I want to do like bigger like TV commercials.
Yeah, of course. That's what I want to see. I want to see your name out there on a billboard, man.
Yeah, my real name too, not Huss.
That JV production boy, Huss on his real name on a big screen type thing, right? And then I actually want to see you like travel, man. Travel. Sure. If you can get some traveling. I know this. We talk so much in the show, and we're winding down right now. It's almost 5. I mean 4 to 5. That's why I said, people, make sure you log in at 4, man. This was a hot episode. So every time our listeners and viewers out there, make sure you log in directly at 4, man. 4 to 5 each and every Thursday. Any other thing you want them to know out there in terms of who you are and what you're bringing to the table right now?
I am.
Fire.
Basically, if you want to deal with a director that has a vision for you and that is humble and is willing to work and make your product look like A1, professional and A1. Yeah. Just get at me, and we can bounce back ideas and work and just get it going.
Okay, just make sure you shout out your social media again. Let them know exactly where they can find you.
Social media, Shot by Huss. Booking JBM Productions and JBM Productions.
Sweet. Anything you're doing for the holidays? Any
holidays? Yeah. I'm going to the Philippines and I'm shooting a real estate video.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I can't wait for that. So you're gonna have that up on your sites and things, right?
For sure.
That's beautiful. So see, you're already traveling. See, love. And make sure you connect to everything out there. Shout out to all the viewers and listeners out there. Tune in each and every Thursday at Riot Radio 4 p.m. with me, DJ Lady Super. It was a great pleasure having you on the show, man.
Thank you.
It's sweet, man. I love the fact that you're just so humble and blessed and taking in the opportunity.
For sure.
Keep learning and keep traveling.
Positivity, good vibes, everything.
That's 2018. What are we dealing with? Only good vibes and
positivity, and hard work
and good energy, man. If you ain't got that, you can't get at my man right here. This is the biggest thing rising right now. Director Huss, right beside, coming alongside Director X, right? Here we go. Put that word out there in the universe. We're gonna get into A Boogie right now. No promises on RiotRadio.ca. Tune in each and every Thursday. Hit us up.